Hello, my faith family. It's Doug Iglesias, your deacon candidate. I pray you're all having a great week. Today, we're going to look at a spiritual exercise of gratitude. St. Francis de Sales would say that sin often comes from an attitude of ingratitude. So what does that mean? Well, for example, during this whole COVID crisis, a lot of things have been taken away from us. It's allowed this attitude of ingratitude to steal our joy, to take us away from the present. We look at all the things that we don't have and that we can't do, and it steals our joy. I'll give you a good example. Recently, I went to the park with my family, and we're watching these two groups of kids. First group was a little older, and they were looking at all the things that they could not do. As soon as they got out of the car, they ran out, they saw what they couldn't do, and they were heartbroken. And in fact, it just stole their joy for the rest of the time while they were there at the park. All they could think about is what they didn't have. There was another group. They were younger, maybe about 5 years old. And the wonder and the awe of these kids just to be out and enjoying every second, the fresh air, the heat, they loved it all. They had an attitude of gratitude. And St. Francis de Sales would say that if we allow that attitude of ingratitude to build in our life, it'll lead to sin. His exercise is for you to look at those areas of ingratitude in your life. But instead of kind of listing of all the things that you're ungrateful for and where they took you, let's make a list of all the things that you are grateful for. My challenge is 5 minutes a day. I'd like you to write down all the things that you're thankful for. Maybe you can categorize them: family, work, friends, love, school, spiritual community, exercise. It could be any of those things. You'll make a list, and it'll be hard to come up with some of the things that you're thankful for, especially if it's been very painful this whole COVID time. But as you start to make that list, it will build. And the next day, I want you to start again and start again being thankful for all those things. And I guarantee you, if you do that every day this week, by the end of the week, 5 minutes will not be long enough. And all of a sudden, this lens that we see the world through, as Stephen Covey would say, our paradigm will change. In our hearts, instead of being frustrated and looking at what we don't have, we'll be able to enjoy and be in peace at the present. We'll be able to joyfully experience the relationships of all those people around us. So that's my challenge to you. That's our exercise. 5 minutes a day. What are you grateful for? And if you don't mind, share some of this. Write some comments out. Let us know what you're grateful for. We love to get inspired by your faith. I pray you have a wonderful week and know that we are grateful for you. God bless you. Of this attitude of ingratitude, it will be an attitude instead of this